Gentlemen, listen carefully to this, because what you are about to discover is not a trick, not a miraculous formula, and not a motivational story. It is something that could change the way you feel every morning when you wake up. Many men over 60 live resigned, thinking that the lack of energy, sensitivity, or even desire is simply part of aging. But the truth is that the body never stops responding, it only needs someone to remind it how to do so. And that reminder can come from a place no one imagines. Imagine for a moment that there is a point on your body, about the size of a coin, that if you massage it for just 1 minute a day, it can reactivate circulation, improve sensitivity, and bring back an energy you may have thought disappeared with the years. It sounds almost unbelievable, and it is normal to feel curiosity or even discomfort when hearing this, but what I am going to explain is supported by years of experience and real cases. This is not about empty promises or magical solutions, but about a natural method that many men over 50 have used to recover not only their physical vitality, but also confidence and well-being in their intimate life. To give you a clearer idea, recent studies about men's health show that more than 50% of men over 50 experience some degree of decrease in sexual energy or in body response, something that is often considered inevitable, but that can actually improve significantly with simple adjustments and specific exercises. I want to invite you to stay with me for the next few minutes, because you will not only learn where this point is located and how to stimulate it, but also how this small gesture can become an ally for your daily health and emotional balance. Before continuing, I ask you for a small favor. If this video seems useful and you want to take care of your health after 50, give it a like and tell me in the comments from which part of the United States or the world you are watching us. I love seeing men supporting each other, sharing experiences and learning together, creating a community where no one feels alone when facing the changes of the body and of life. And of course, subscribe so you do not miss future videos about men's health, vitality, and well-being, because every small gesture matters, and together we can discover natural ways to feel better, regain confidence, and live each stage of life to the fullest. As men move past 50, many begin to notice subtle changes in their body that affect their energy, performance, and confidence. The reality is that this is not only about age, but also about the habits accumulated over the years that directly influence sexual health. Sedentary routines, long hours sitting at a desk, constant stress, and lack of physical activity generate progressive tension in the pelvic area. The muscles that control erection, urination, and even sensitivity become increasingly rigid and weak, as if they were an old rubber band that has lost its elasticity and can no longer stretch easily. Over time, the blood vessels harden, the nerves become compressed, and what once happened naturally now requires more effort or no longer happens at all. Many men do not realize that holding the urge to urinate for long periods, adopting uncomfortable postures, or carrying daily worries contribute to keeping these muscles in constant contraction. This not only affects intimacy, but also general quality of life, causing discomfort, lack of energy, and a sense of disconnection from the body. This is why understanding how pelvic tension and poor circulation influence sexual health is a fundamental first step to recovering vitality and feeling whole again, proving that age is not the enemy, but rather the lack of attention to small daily habits. It is common for many men to believe that when they reach 60 or even 70, their vitality and intimate capacity are doomed to decline with no solution. However, this idea is one of the biggest mistakes that can limit quality of life, because age by itself does not define what the body is capable of. I have known men who at first felt defeated, convinced that their best years were behind them, but with small changes in their habits and the introduction of simple and natural techniques, they recovered not only their physical performance, but also confidence and personal satisfaction. For example, a man of 68 who believed he would never again enjoy a full intimate life began applying specific exercises and massages, and in just a few weeks, he noticed significant improvement in circulation, sensitivity, and his overall energy. Stories like this show that determination and consistency are essential, and that there is no expiration date for feeling good about oneself. Recovering vitality is not only a matter of youth, but of conscious attention to one's own body and the willingness to invest a few minutes a day in its care. Not giving up means challenging limiting beliefs, learning to listen to the body's signals, and understanding that with the right guidance, any man can reconnect with his energy, his pleasure, and his well-being, no matter his age. The accumulated tension in the pelvic area is not just a simple problem of the muscles, but affects blood circulation, nerve sensitivity, and the function of the entire reproductive system. Over time, the blood vessels can become more rigid and narrow, making it difficult for the necessary flow to maintain a firm erection and an appropriate sexual response. The nerves in this area, which are responsible for transmitting sensations, become compressed, reducing sensitivity and causing many activities, even everyday ones, to feel less natural or less enjoyable. The pelvic floor muscles, which should be flexible and strong, become tense and fatigued, and as a consequence, simple tasks such as urinating or maintaining posture become more difficult. Imagine that inside the body there is a system of hoses that transport energy and signals, and if they bend or squeeze, the flow decreases. In the same way, the organs and tissues of the pelvic region depend on optimal circulation and movement to function correctly. This internal rigidity not only affects intimate life, but also daily comfort and the general sense of well-being. Even activities such as walking, bending down, or lifting objects can generate discomfort when pelvic tension is excessive. This is why understanding how this tension appears and learning how to release it is essential to recover energy, sensitivity, and confidence in the body, showing that small actions can create significant changes in men's health at any age. There are certain mistakes that many men make unconsciously that end up blocking vitality and intimate function, limiting what the body could naturally do. The first one is believing that age means an inevitable decline. I have met men in their 60s and 70s who were convinced that it was too late to recover energy or confidence in their intimate life, and yet by working on circulation and sensitivity, in just a few weeks they experienced surprising changes. They regained strength, self-confidence, and a level of intimacy they thought was lost, showing that age does not set the limit of vitality. The second common mistake is relying only on pills or quick solutions. These options can offer temporary relief, but they do not correct the underlying cause of the loss of performance. They force the body to react in an artificial way, and over time their effectiveness decreases. In contrast, natural techniques such as pelvic massage train the body, strengthen the muscles, and restore circulation in a lasting way, generating permanent results. The third mistake, which is perhaps one of the most frequent and least recognized, is ignoring the accumulated tension in the pelvic area. Many men keep their pelvic floor muscles in constant contraction because of stress, long hours sitting, or even habits such as holding in urine for prolonged periods. This tension compresses the nerves, slows down circulation, and reduces sensitivity, blocking natural performance. By understanding these mistakes and learning to correct them, it becomes possible to open the path toward better health, greater energy, and a fuller life, showing that simple, conscious habits are far more effective than immediate and superficial solutions. Perineal massage is a simple yet powerful technique that can noticeably transform a man's health and vitality. By stimulating this area, blood circulation toward the reproductive organs increases, which boosts sensitivity and allows the body to respond more naturally in intimate moments. Additionally, by relaxing the pelvic floor muscles, the accumulated tension that often causes discomfort, pain, or uneasiness while moving, urinating, or even during intimacy is reduced. The effects are not only physical. Many men experience increased confidence and a stronger sense of control over their body, reconnecting with an energy they believed was gone. It feels as if releasing an internal knot makes every function that once required effort become more fluid and natural. Some men have noticed that after a few weeks of consistent practice, they not only improve in intimacy, but also see discomforts disappear, such as hip pain, pressure in the lower back, or problems with bladder control. This technique creates a complete sense of well-being, because by caring for such an important part of the body, benefits appear in general energy, emotional stability, and the overall feeling of fullness, proving that simple daily actions can have a deep and lasting impact on men's quality of life. The first step to benefiting from perineal massage is correctly locating the key point, which is found in the area known as the perineum, between the scrotum and the anus. This area contains a slightly softer region in the center that, when pressed gently, may produce a mild sensation of sensitivity, which indicates that you are in the right place. For many men, it may feel difficult to identify this area at first, especially if they have never paid conscious attention to that part of the body, but with a little patience and practice, it becomes easy to recognize. Imagine searching for a small flexible area inside a firm surface, similar to touching a delicate point on a ripe piece of fruit. The pressure should be enough to feel it without causing pain or discomfort. Finding this point precisely is essential because correct stimulation allows circulation to unblock, nerves to activate, and muscles to prepare to respond better. If at first some doubt or insecurity appears, the best thing is to explore with gentle movements, feeling the outline and texture of the area, remembering that every body is different. And taking the time to get to know it will make the results more effective and comfortable. This initial stage not only teaches how to find the exact point, but also creates a conscious connection with one's own body, which is key to taking advantage of all the benefits of the massage. Once the point is located, the next step is to position yourself comfortably so you can reach the area without tension or discomfort. Many men prefer to sit on the edge of a chair with a straight back or lie on their back with their knees bent. The important thing is to maintain a posture that allows the body to relax while performing the massage. Then, gentle pressure is applied using the index and middle fingers, firm enough to feel the activated area, similar to how you would press a ripe fruit without crushing it. It is essential to maintain constant but delicate contact, avoiding any sensation of pain, because the goal is to stimulate circulation and relax the muscles, not create discomfort. As for the movements, they can be done in different ways, such as circular movements for 30 seconds in one direction and 30 seconds in the other, or gently pressing for 5 seconds and then releasing. Another option is to apply an up and down motion, always paying attention to the sensations the body communicates. At first, some men may notice a slight discomfort or an unfamiliar feeling, especially if they have never touched this area before. But with daily practice, these sensations fade, and it becomes a natural gesture that connects with the body's energy. Consistency and attention to detail are essential because these small movements, performed correctly and regularly, generate real changes in circulation, sensitivity, and the strength of the pelvic floor muscles. To enhance the effects of perineal massage, using natural oils can make a great difference. One of the most recommended is castor oil, known for its ability to penetrate deeply into the tissues, improve circulation, and reduce inflammation, helping muscles and nerves respond better to stimulation. Coconut oil is gentle, has antibacterial properties, and can support hormonal balance, while also offering a pleasant texture that facilitates massage without irritating the skin. Another highly valued oil is black seed oil, used for centuries in traditional practices, which may stimulate natural testosterone production and reinforce male vitality. Before applying it, it is recommended to slightly warm the oil between your hands so that the contact with the skin is more comfortable and pleasant, enhancing relaxation. It is important to remember that even though these oils are natural, they should always be tested first on a small area to avoid possible allergic reactions, and in case of discomfort, their use should be stopped. Alternatively, those who prefer gentler options can mix neutral vegetable oils with a few drops of the oils mentioned, achieving a balance between effectiveness and comfort. Choosing the right oil not only optimizes stimulation and circulation, but also turns the massage into a moment of self-care that is pleasurable and comforting, reinforcing the connection with your own body and enhancing long-term results. Consistency is one of the most important factors for achieving real results with perineal massage. Doing it just once a week for several minutes is not enough, whereas 1 minute a day can generate significant changes over the weeks. It is helpful to think of this massage like physical exercise. Just as a muscle does not get stronger by being trained sporadically, the pelvic floor needs daily attention to regain flexibility, strength, and sensitivity. Additionally, choosing the right time of day can optimize the benefits. In the morning, when testosterone levels are naturally higher, the body responds better to stimulation and can boost overall energy to face the day. At night, on the other hand, the massage can help relax the muscles, improve nighttime circulation, and promote restorative sleep, contributing to overall well-being. The daily routine not only supports intimate function, but also establishes a habit of self-care that improves the connection with your body and strengthens personal confidence. Although at first some men may feel uncomfortable touching this area, over time the practice becomes natural and enjoyable, showing that consistency and conscious attention to small daily actions are the true drivers of recovering vitality and sexual health. After learning all the steps and benefits of perineal massage, it is important to remember that this simple daily gesture can significantly change the quality of life. It is not only about improving intimate function, but also about regaining energy, confidence, and general well-being. Constant practice allows circulation to reactivate, pelvic floor muscles and nerves to become more flexible, and sensitivity to increase, creating an effect that no pill can offer in a lasting way. Every minute invested in this massage is a step toward recovering vitality and freedom that should not be limited by age. I want to invite all men to take that first step, to integrate this routine into their daily life, and to share their progress with those around them, forming a community that supports and motivates each other. Consistency, patience, and self-care are the keys for results to be visible and lasting, and every small change has a multiplying effect on energy and self-esteem. Remember that you are not broken, that it is never too late to take care of your body, and that age does not define your ability to feel fully alive. Deciding today to practice this massage is a gift that your future self will deeply appreciate, and beyond sexual function, it is about reconnecting with yourself, your dignity, and the pleasure of feeling strong and in control. This is the moment to act, to be consistent, and to experience how such a simple gesture can transform not only the body, but also confidence and the joy of living.